everyone, I'm Hannah, and in this video I'm going to talk about two beautiful white butterflies, the checkered white and the cabbage white. I enjoy walking outside on summer days and watching white butterflies peacefully float around in the garden. They glide about and flutter around our plants, often stopping to take a drink of nectar from the flowers. But did you know that many of the pretty white butterflies that we see aren't native to North America? The cabbage white is native to Europe, Asia, and Africa, but was accidentally introduced into North America from Europe. It spread rapidly and is now one of the most common white butterfly species in North America. Like the name suggests, these white butterflies will host on many plants in the cabbage family. Common host plants include cabbage, kale, collard greens, radishes, turnips, wild mustard, cauliflower, and broccoli. You'll often see the female butterflies fluttering around their host plant as they try to find a spot to deposit their tiny, yellow vase-shaped eggs. They can lay about 700 eggs in their lifetime. The caterpillars of the cabbage white, often referred to as cabbage worms, are dark green with a yellow stripe down their backs and yellow spots on their side. Cabbage white caterpillars are often considered a pest to cabbage crops grown for food, as their caterpillars can eat a lot of cabbage, especially when they are in large numbers. The green color of the caterpillar helps for camouflage, and the caterpillars can blend in very well with their host plant leaves. Now, let's talk about the other white butterfly that is not as common as the cabbage white, but native to North America, the checkered white. It was a nice, though very hot day at the park on June 9, and I was hoping to catch some dragonflies with my butterfly net when I saw a white butterfly fluttering by. At first, I wasn't going to catch the butterfly, as I have seen and caught cabbage whites many times. But then I realized that the patterns on this butterfly's wings and colors were different than a cabbage white's. So, I quickly caught the butterfly to get a closer look, and was excited to identify it as a checkered white. Even though they are one of our native white butterflies, I hardly see them, as cabbage whites have become the most common white butterfly in my area. One of the reasons for their decline is the introduction of a parasitic wasp, meant to help control the cabbage white populations, but instead it caused another issue and started attacking native checkered whites. The checkered white caterpillar has a lovely mix of colors, often being greenish with yellow and bluish-gray stripes running down its back. Here are some pictures I found online, as I unfortunately don't have any checkered white caterpillars of my own to show you. Common host plants for the checkered white include plants in the mustard family, like wild mustard, peppergrass, and shepherd's purse. They'll also use some of the same plants as the cabbage white, like cabbage, cauliflower, turnips, and broccoli. Now, let's talk about the difference between these two butterflies and the male and female characteristics. The butterfly perched on my finger here is a female checkered white. Female checkered whites have heavier dark markings than males, with more splotches of gray, giving their wings a sort of grayish look. Males, like the one seen in this picture I found online, have fewer gray markings, giving the white area of their wings a more pure white look compared to the females, who have plenty of gray splotches. With cabbage whites, the difference lies in the number of spots. Female cabbage whites have two dark, prominent spots on their forewings, while males only have one obvious dark spot. Sometimes males will have a faint second spot, but it doesn't stand out as much as both spots do on the female's wings. From a distance and in flight, cabbage whites and checkered whites can look pretty similar. But up close, there are things like wing shape, size, and pattern to help tell the difference. The checkered white is slightly larger than the cabbage white, with straighter forewings compared to those of the cabbage white, which appear to have a little bit more of a curve. Checkered whites also have more extensive dark markings, especially the females. Looking at the outer side of the female's wings, you can see lots of spots and stripes, with some zigzag patterns on the hind wings. The outer side of the Cabbage White's hind wings look much plainer in comparison. The outside of the male Checkered White's hind wings can also look quite plain, but they are overall a brighter white than the pale yellow hind wings of the Cabbage White. There is also sometimes a small yellowish spot on his hind wing. Looking at the inside of their wings, Cabbage Whites are mostly white, with 1 or 2 black spots on their forewing depending on if it's a male or female. They have solid black wingtips, while the black on the tip of a Checkered White's wing may look more broken up, and the tips of males' wings often have little black at all. Thanks for watching! I hope that you enjoyed this video and the butterflies. Hopefully one day soon I'll get a male Checkered White and some Checkered White caterpillars so that I can have some of my own videos of them to show you. Until then, let's enjoy a few more clips I took of this beautiful female Checkered White in the golden hour sunshine before she was released. Goodbye everyone!